Hi there. For those of you that have joined, I'm just going to wait one more minute just to see if anyone else joins a little late, and then we'll get going. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for joining me for this session on online gift cards. Also, we call them digital gift cards. Now, whether you use the in-house gift certificates that are built into Shortcuts or plastic gift cards, or you don't use the Shortcuts gift cards at all, I will be going through sort of, how to get that ball rolling, sort of what that looks like, and then how you can manage them as well. We do have videos online as well, so I will mention those, and there will be a recording of this session available as well online, and then we'll send that to the attendees of this session. Oh. So just want to check. Just say that was saying that I was muted, but I'm not. Apologies for that. Distracting. All right. So how do we begin with the online gift cards? So you can contact us. You can call our main number, and you'll be put through to client success if we're free. If not, we'll shoot you through an email. We do have an email template with quite a lot of information. The first thing that you will need to do is to get yourself a payment provider. Now, we do partner with Stripe. So if you can get yourself a Stripe account, we will then get that connected to your console. And we will also send you a form to complete. So in terms of your website, because you will need a website for this, we don't give you a URL, we give you a piece of coding which gets added to a website. So it's not a URL that you can put onto, say, Facebook or Instagram. So I'm just going to pull a screen over, and then we'll have a look at what this looks like. So on your website, you can have a tab that sits to the left-hand side or the right-hand side. You can choose the wording there, buy a gift card, this one says. And when we tap on that, we have a little window that slides in. The person that's purchasing, obviously, will put their details in there for a receipt. And then the recipient's details go in there as well. This information isn't stored against the recipient's profile in Shortcuts. It's literally just like money. So they will hold it in the email on their phone or in their inbox, and then they will come in to use that. You will notice as well as I slide up and down that the tab stays there. So on your website, you can have this so whichever page of the website your clients are on, they're moving around, they're scrolling up and down, the tab will always be there. So it's always there for them to see. Alternatively, what you can do is also have an embedded button. So come to another website, and we have purchase an e-voucher. So that's an embedded button. And when we tap on that, we get a pop-up window. So either or, you can have what we call a floating widget or a tab to the side of the screen, or you can have it embedded and a pop-up window. Now, when you complete the form that we send out to you, I've already pre-filled this so we can go through it a little bit more quickly. You will have an introduction for you to read through. You will then just pop it in your business name, your name and email address. You then go through, you're asked whether you already sell the gift cards in store. This doesn't refer to the local gift certificates. So they're the ones that you generate at the point of sale that are held on your Shortcuts. This is purely if you already have plastic ones through Shortcuts. Then we move down and we're going to pop some information in. If you're a hands-off business owner and you want to nominate a manager to look after this, you can do that. So you just pop in some details there. If you're a multi-site, you can have multiple locations that are involved in this. Now, the good thing about these gift cards is that a client has one single profile. So they can use that gift card that they purchase through your company, any of the particular sites. So it's not tied down to a single location that they have to use them at. For this example, it's just a single site business. And we're going to pop in the location name there. Now, if you've got multiple sites, you just keep adding the site names that you want to sort of have under this umbrella of being able to use the gift cards once they're purchased. We just go through now with the expiry. It does say 36 months here. If you're in Australia, that is your minimum of 36 months. You can't have a gift card that's any shorter than that. So just tap 36 months. If you're in New Zealand, you can tap other and you can choose your own expiry on that. Grace period is a set amount of days after the expiry if you just want to do that. And then the minimum balance that you can offer, should I say, is $10 and the maximum is 1,000. Reloading gift cards is purely for the plastic gift cards. So if you just want the digital, you're going to say no there. Then we go through. We want to have these offered for purchase on the website. There's some information, just going through again, some of the options where you can find the coding, what the coding looks like. This is just for us when we set this up. Don't worry too much if you're unsure about which side or how you want it to appear at this stage. We can actually change this later. So just to get the ball rolling, if you're unsure, just give it your best guess here of how you'd like it to look. If when it does go onto your website, you don't like it being on the left-hand side, we can change the settings and generate a new code for you to use and maybe move it to the top or the right-hand side. So you're not stuck with that. For multiple sites, you choose the site where the liability will be held. So if you are a multi-site, and say you've got 3 locations, you can have it that a purchaser on the website chooses which site they're purchasing the gift card from. Now, the money then will go to that bank account for that particular site. If you nominate a single location, it doesn't matter. It will just all go into that particular bank account. All right, so that's sort of how it's all held with the liabilities. The wording, so it said buy a gift card on the example I showed you on that live website. You can change that to say whatever you wish for it to say. And then there's some terms and conditions down here as well. So we have some standard ones there for you that we've sort of put in there for you to be able to use. We'll pop in the expiry period. And if you're happy with that, you say yes. If not, you can say no, and you can give us your own terms and conditions. Are you going to be getting physical gift cards? So this is irrelevant for your digital gift cards. So you can just leave that blank and you can submit the form. All right. So that is just going through the form there. If you do get stuck as you're completing that form, you're quite welcome to get in contact with us if you're unsure about any of the questions you're being asked. Now, what do the gift cards look like? So they do get emailed, like I said, so they are digital. Now, sorry about that. It's a little blurry. I didn't realize when I put this together until just before, but the gift card that gets received comes through. You can have a note on there from the purchaser. Your business details are on there, and then there's a barcode and a code underneath. So you can scan these, so they can lift up their phone, show you the phone, and you can scan their phone. Now, you will need a 2D barcode scanner. There are 2 types of barcode scanner. There's a 1D and a 2D. 1D reads physical items only, like bottles or paper. A 2D reads digital prints. So a bit like when you're at the airport, that's what your 2D scanner is. So you need to get yourself one of those if you just want to sort of scan through. Now, when they do scan, it's all integrated. So Shortcuts will know what the balance is or how much is remaining. And it will obviously take that value. If there is any remaining after that purchase, that will just sit on the account for them to come in and use again next time. The receipt is also there that goes out to the purchaser. So that's what those two look like. Now for you in your console, so assuming that you know what your console looks like, this is the console. If you're not familiar with this platform, then this is where the settings are. To connect your Stripe account would be in Site Settings. There's a video on that, so we don't need to go in there and give you too much information tonight. But over the yellow tile, which you probably haven't been in before, that says Programs, I'm just going to tap on there. Just get that to load through. Okay, so management here on the left-hand side. If you wish, you can search for a gift card through specific data here. Member management, you can view the transactions and when those happened. For liabilities, we click on reports. There's a lot of videos in here. I'm not going to drill down too much because there is a video that sort of goes into this in a lot more detail, which you can watch separately when you're ready for that. But you can look at which are expiring soon. You know, how much you have on your liability. So at the end of the tax year, you can have a look at that. You can also look at, you know, when the cards have been used and etc. So a bit of information in there for you. Now, once the program is set up, you need to click on Administration. You'll go to Program. And if you've only got one, then there'll just be the one here that will just load automatically. We've got a few on our test machine. I'm just going to click on Peppermint Park gift cards. You don't fill this in, so the information that you've given us on that form, we take and we fill this in for you. Now, the reason I'm actually showing you this area now is because I said you could update at a later date, maybe the wording for your tab, if you show the tab, where that tab will be, left, right, top, bottom. Terms and conditions can be updated in here as well. And then the code can be taken from here. Now, widget code is the tab. So it's a floating widget. So if you want that, this is the code. So you'll just copy the code. You can pop that into an email and send that off to your web developer. If you have a dedicated button, then you can send the launcher because it's launching a pop-up. So just think of it in that way. All right. Now we'll send this code to you initially, but if you do make any changes, it will change the code. So the code holds these instructions. So you can't come in here and just update and then expect it to update on the website. You will need to generate the code again. Now, the really good thing about the digital gift cards is you can promote them. So the whole point really of gift cards, it's good for getting money through the door when you really need it. So best time to promote your gift cards is in your quieter months, or if you want to take advantage of an event like Easter or Mother's Day, and you just want to sort of boost that revenue, you can do that. Now, if you want to give an extra incentive to your clients to purchase, we can have the percentage increase offer. To do this, you will need to come down to the bottom and click Edit in the bottom right corner. That will open that up. And we can offer a percentage value increase. I'm just going to tick that. We can say it's applicable to sales over, say, $100. And there's an increase of 10%. So that means that the client will pay $100 but get $110 of value on that card. Now we can't add a date range here, so it is manual. So if it's example, you want to do it for the month of February, you could come in, say, the night before and set this in motion. And then the night of the 28th of February, you would just come in here and turn it off. Turn it off by just unticking the box. And then that will stop it from happening. You can remove those if you wish to. You don't need to. As long as you, if the box is ticked, it's active. If it's unticked, it's not active. So that's really good. It's a really good way of promoting the gift cards. It's a bit of an incentive to get the clients in. When you come down to the bottom, if you have made any changes, always click Save. That will just save through. There you go. And it doesn't say save anymore, so we know for sure that it's definitely saved. So that is where you can manage these digital gift cards for reporting, management, and then just coming in and having a look there at the setup. So I'm just going to get rid of that window. In terms of the resources, you can come to shortcuts.com.au. You'll see a option across the top. If you're on a desktop, it'll be in the menu bar if you're on a phone, but you go to support and you'll see an option for Learning Center. Click on that. Then you'll go into the option for the videos for the shortcuts, which is the desktop version that you use, and look for the gift cards category of videos. There'll be some in there for the plastic ones as well, but you'll see the ones that are for the online because they're clearly stated for that. So it's not a huge session today, it's sort of just a bit of a run through because some people obviously find it a little daunting trying something new. They're not sure how to get this process going, but if you're not sure of our email address, it's success, so SUCCESS @shortcuts.com.au. So you can email us directly, or you can call the main line and go through the support team and just let them know that you're looking to set up online gift cards. Like I said, the first step for you is to go through Stripe and get that Stripe account set up. In terms of security, Stripe do have security in place to deal with fraudulent activity. So there's Stripe are pretty good at that. So that's something for you can speak to Stripe about, actually. So because they're a third party, I can't advise on their processes and what they do actually have in place, but you're quite welcome once you've set up your Stripe account, get in contact with Stripe and ask them about it. They do have some extra higher levels of security as well, which isn't necessarily available in the basic accounts. So you can have a chat with them about that as well, like I said. Now, if you do have any questions, you can pop a question into the Q&A box, which you'll see on your screen. Otherwise, you can watch out for this video, which will be sent out to you. It'll be available online, like I said. Anyone that's just joined us late as well, it was a rather quick session, so don't worry if you've missed anything. I was just saying that the video will be sent out to all participants. It will also be available on our website. And don't forget that there are videos also in our video library on our website. But, you know, do call in or send us an email, say that you're interested, and we can send you out a bunch of information as well by email about all the steps that you need to take and the form for you to complete. So no questions at the moment, which is always good. Hopefully then I've explained myself well. And you have a great night, and thank you for joining me for this session. And if you've got any questions, then hopefully I'll be chatting with you soon. Thanks so much. Thank you.